Thank you for your interest in joining us for the Intergovernmental Conference, Tbilisi+35, Environmental Education for Sustainable Development. The Ministry of Environment Protection of Georgia would like to offer the following half and full day tours to all interested conference participants on Wednesday, September 5th, before the conference commences. We hope you will take this opportunity to explore some of Georgia's many treasures. Tour 1. This option takes you to Signagi, a small town in eastern Georgia, about 115 kilometers east of Tbilisi. Spend the day in this charming city of love, built in the style of Southern Italian classicism with elements of Georgian architecture. This is a place where couples can get married year-round and at all times of day. Signagi is famous for its vineyards and its eponymous fortress, one of the most famous and largest castles in Georgia. During this tour, you will visit the Signagi National Historic Museum, which hosts a variety of fine exhibitions and presentations. Walk amidst houses dating from the 17th century and along historic city walls built in the 18th century. Finally, take in the views of the Alizani Valley and distant Caucasus Mountains, and enjoy Signagi's 250-year-old Grand Tasting Hall, where you can discover the world of Georgian wine. Tour 2. This option takes you just 20 kilometers north of Tbilisi on a sightseeing tour of Msketa. Populated since the 2nd millennium BC, Georgia's historic capital is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a living museum with many architectural and historical monuments. Start the afternoon at the Holy Cross Monastery, a 6th century Georgian Orthodox monastery situated on a hill above the confluence of the Aragavi and Mikvari rivers, overlooking Msketa. Enjoy the views as you descend from the hilltop and into town to approach Svetskitshovo Cathedral, one of the most sacred places in Georgia. This magnificent church was originally built in the 4th century and later rebuilt in the 11th century. The robe of Jesus Christ is said to be buried underneath the cathedral. Finally, you will visit the Archaeological Museum of Msketa, which has many exceptional archaeological exhibits dating back to the 4th millennium BC, precious metal artifacts from the antique period with the highest level of craftsmanship, and perfect samples of ancient Greek epigraphy. Tour 3. This option takes you on a sightseeing tour of Tbilisi. This half-day tour of Georgia's capital includes many highlights of the city. Visit the State Art Museum of Georgia, which showcases unique samples of Georgian art, including icons from medieval times, the miracle Enchiskati and Kakahuli wall, the masterpiece of Queen Tamar's epoch, and rich and valuable collection of enamel, jewelry, artwork, and sculptures of Georgian artists, including the most complete collection of Niko Pirosmani, a famous Georgian painter. Take a walking tour of historic Old Town Tbilisi and see the Narikala Castle, built in the 4th century, Anchiskati Basilica, also built in the 4th century, and the Mehdi Church, built in the 12th century. Experience the sulfur baths, a legendary attraction of Tbilisi and the basis for constructing this Georgian capital. These old bathhouses are built on the spot where sulfur springs come out from the earth. Finally, explore the Museum of Soviet Occupation, a unique institute dedicated to the victims of Soviet political repressions, with exhibitions covering the period of Soviet rule in Georgia, 1921 to 1991. Please refer to your registration packet for specific departure times and other trip details. We would like to take this opportunity to say, welcome to Georgia. We hope you enjoy your visit.